Welcome back to the Piney Woods homestead, y'all. I have been off doing honeydew stuff.
You did one honeydew stuff.
But that one honeydew stuff made me have to take an hour nap.
And you were gone half the day as it was.
Guys, thanks for stopping in at the Piney Woods homestead. Hit that like and subscribe if you hadn't. And if you have, as always, y'all, we appreciate you. I went and picked up some potting mix, and Lisa's going to show you why.
The reason I needed the dirt was over the years, these beds have settled down. The last time we added any was year before last, I think, and it was very minimal what we added. And then last year we added our own compost, which was the chicken litter and grass clippings and all that, and we stretched that. It still wasn't enough, but all of these beds have settled down a good bit.
So I went and picked up my dad this morning, and we rode together to a place well on down past where they live at that mills pine tops. And basically this dirt that I picked up some for he and one of my brothers last year. It's called a premix. It's got a whole bunch of chicken litter in it, fines from the milling process of these fines, F-I-N-E-S, micronutrients, lime, a little bit of fertilizer, I believe, and maybe even some worm castings. I'm not sure on that one, but it's pretty inexpensive compared to buying bags, bulk bags at like your big box store. You may get a 2 cubic yard bag for $12 or $14 around here, and here I was able to go get a cubic yard for $25. And so the whole trailer, I brought home 5 cubic yards. So we're actually gonna be doing this by hand. And the reason for it is just because our beds are so tight together. I could get the tractor on 1 or 2 of them, but we're gonna do some manual labor. I like this stuff because it's so much looser than what you get in the bag a lot of times. It's just a good way for them to use what would be waste. The compost, it's nice and hot, nice and dark. It's broke down good, put it that way. And
Yes.
There's a place that's closer to us. I could have got it, but it's been known a few times to produce lots of weeds because of the material that they're actually using, but not so from this other place.
And it was actually, even though it was a further drive, it was more affordable than
Oh yeah,
the local place.
it was $10 a yard less expensive, and I got to spend a few hours with my dad, which is always good. You're doing something that is going to hurt some feelings.
Well, it was going anyways. So
Tell them what it is.
this is, let's see, should be a russet.
Dig down in there and see if the actual potato is still pretty much intact. That was a leftover from last year we missed.
We missed it, yeah.
There, is that it?
Yep, there it is.
It's all gone.
So
Look at those little baby potatoes on there already.
I know, but it was coming out either way. I just left it when I weeded this bed once already. That's mainly what's in here now.
All right, you pick up this end.
Hang on.
They'll get tilled in. That's
I
just
know.
more mulch.
I'm getting this one.
Yep, you're getting that end.
Right.
Pick it up. They can go grab a rake if you want to. And I'll get more. So y'all will just keep on hauling it and getting in these beds, and then we'll get Lisa's little tiller out and go to tilling. But we'll speed this thing up for y'all. I promise it's not going to be that fast for us. So what do you think of this stuff?
It looks good. It feels good.
It's going to need to be watered every day, I can tell you that.
Yeah, it will
because it's
be.
real loose.
And maybe on down the road, we'll just get a big bale of peat to kind of incorporate with it. But we'll also have our compost eventually. Well, probably midsummer, late summer, we'll have our compost hot enough and break down enough we can incorporate that, and that'll help a little bit too with the moisture.
Y'all, we had taken a year off from making compost just because we weren't able to. That was back when I wasn't able to do anything, and so we used it all up what we had last year, and we're starting over. But this is working out pretty good. It's pretty loose. It's going to need to be watered quite a bit, but I want y'all to see all these worms. I tilled everything with Lisa's little tiller, and the big old fat worms were just running. So let me turn the camera and let you see some worms.
Well, I covered them back up, so they probably have burrowed.
They went down deep.
They probably went on down deep.
You have to dig deep.
There's a little one. Yeah, you vibrated them all up to the top.
That's what it was. They were just all coming up and floating.
There's a good one.
There's one crawling.
Yep, that was a little one. Put him back in there. They don't like the hot sun. They want to
I don't either.
get back down in the... But there was some very good sized ones, but the whole bed was...
It's like you put a quarter in a mattress when we were kids and make it shake.
Yeah.
All up, it was shaking. Every one of them come to the top.
There's a good one. See? That just... Alright, put your back.
So even if this product that we bought today doesn't have worm castings in it, it will soon. Because every single bed that I put that little cultivator in, worms were just popping up. Earthworms. And that's good. That's why these beds do so good. They're deep, you know. The reason they've settled over the years is because we've got slabs off the sawmill in the bottoms.
And branches. And
branches, rotten logs, anything we could find to throw in here. And the more we till, the more we're actually breaking some of that up because it's settled so much. And just makes for good potting mix for these raised beds. And
well, and you went through a spell there for worm farming.
yeah,
And so
for fishing purposes.
yeah, and so then we took
All them worms
all
and put
those
them in
worms
here.
and put them in each of the beds, and they've just...
We had more worms than we had time to fish back then.
We didn't have time to fish at all, hardly
No.
back then.
But I've been thinking about fishing a lot here lately. The more I do this gardening stuff every year, the more fishing sounds pretty good.
You get by with the easy stuff, though.
What exactly have I done today that was easy?
This is the easy. You want to plant the 200 tomato plants?
No, I don't.
100 and something. No, I
Lisa
just-
does
I
all
do
that stuff,
too.
y'all. I help her haul it down there and tell her to take breaks, right?
I get sent with a jug of water, and no. I take my own jug of water and my plants, and you take me down there and say, take breaks.
Yeah, I do. Let's show them the potatoes real quick. We'll start back yonder.
Oh, yeah, I forget about. Well, they're droopy now in the 90-degree heat, but
Well, we're going to show them anyhow.
still, yeah.
There's my experiment.
And now they're droopy right now because it's almost 90 here, and we were just in sweatshirts a few days ago, so it's been a drastic temperature swing for them.
And that's just
But that's
a gaggle of Yukon Golds.
yeah, and I mean,
they're going to need
it looks great.
some of this dirt thrown on top of them.
Yeah.
It's about that time. We can do
Oh
that
yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah. It's probably past time, really, but.
No, they're perfect. About a foot tall. Time to do it.
And the red Pontiacs actually came up first and are looking really good, and we finally got just about all of the Kennebecks, I think, have came up. So
here you were worried that they weren't going to come up. I was getting a little concerned.
You were getting worried, and I had already dug down just to make sure that something was getting ready to come up. But these, when we had cut them, I had noticed that the red Pontiacs had grown faster eyes than what the Kennebecks did, so that just says the growth rate is why they popped out quicker.
Y'all, that's gonna wrap it up for today, because honestly I think Lisa's gonna fire me here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Because I get on her nerves when we're doing this stuff.
No.
2 chiefs and no Indians. I'm picking, y'all. We have never gotten on each other's nerves so much that we don't keep working together.
No, it's just 2 chiefs and...
It's 2 chiefs. Big chief, little chief. That's just how it works.
Yep.
Guys, we hope y'all have a good day, a great week, and Lord willing, and the creek don't rise too high. We will see you on the next one.